Alright. Wow, the recording actually started like fucking instantaneously today. That never happens.
Huh. Anyway, you want to go to the one above that, right?
I want to just back out of this menu.
Oh.
Because that was an end of day save.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I believe, right? Yeah. Or... Yeah, that's the...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Noelle fucked off after getting her shoulder caved in by a black key.
Yeah, she attempted to cross CL and learned that was a terrible idea.
She fucked around and found out big time.
Kinda, yeah, she's not doing well.
She tried to make a move on CL's boy toy, and CL's response was death.
Well, also, she's like, holy shit, she was actually Roa's vessel the whole time, and
CL's
despite liking us, now she's like, well, he's gotta die, so... And CL did not want to hear that.
Yeah. And also, it's questionable as to whether that is even a valid thing or not.
Questioning her logic, but I kind of get that, like, I don't think they figured out about the adoption yet, so... Oh yeah, so we're probably going to have to go to the mansion and go into that study.
Right. Neither of us speaks. I'm still busy processing Miss Noelle's accusations, while CL gazes bitterly down at Ro's coffin.
Mad that she didn't get to kill the motherfucker.
Yeah, but she might still.
Well... Oh, I thought you were afraid to say anything.
Senpai, I'm pretty sure I'm not a vampire.
I feel like I would know if I was suddenly immortal.
I feel like I'm less sure about that than I was 10 minutes ago, but, like, I'm pretty sure I'm not a vampire.
Right.
Oops, that's not the advance button. I can't bring myself to ask whether it's true. Noelle might have been unhinged, but still, there was something about me that had her convinced. Roa looks for two very specific qualities in his hosts.
Right.
You just haven't realized it yet. And there's no denying that both of them apply to me. Which means that maybe I really am...
それはありえません。まったく。遠野くんまで本気にしないでください。ノエル先生の言い分はあくまで可能性の話で、現実的とは言えません。
All of a sudden you're not very down with the kill first, ask questions later thing, huh?
Yeah, it's weird, huh?
Yeah, like she's getting personally invested in the case.
Like this probably at least 30-year-old woman is having a weird sexual thing with a 17-year-old kid.
It's fine. She's probably not 30.
I mean, maybe she's doing a Kenshin is only 28.
Yeah, there you go.
Right?
Yeah.
But like, if what we were talking about last time is a possibility, and she is like a former Roa host somehow and stopped aging at that point, and we know it's been 15 years since she stopped aging.
Yeah.
At the apparent age of 17. That would put her at least in her mid-30s.
Yeah, so...
If Noelle's timelines are all correct.
Yes, and
which
we're not really sure.
I mean, she does appear to be a little bit of possibly unreliable narrator in that.
Well, a little bit, but also I don't think we have a solid date on some of these, so I think we're just making assumptions.
だいたいロアはここで死んでいるんですから、それでいいじゃないですか。
Okay.
でも、ロアは遠野家の長男だって。
Okay.
それは確かです。
Right. And there he lies.
Yes.
Deceased.
And that is the body.
The eldest son of the Tonos. But I'm the... No.
Hang on.
What?
What does she have to
だっ
say?
てここで死んでいる遺体がその長男なんですから。
Okay.
Senpai, I'm the... No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, I really know.
This is
really
gonna be
aren't.
very... That is the worst way to learn that you're adopted.
長男ってそのミイラが。
ミイラ。まあミイラですけど。
Well, it's probably a dried out husk, yeah.
私の調べでは遠野家にはもう一人子供が養子がいたんですよ。7年前に死亡したと記録にはありますが、その遺体はどこにもなかった。
Okay.
おそらく秘密裏に生き延び、ここでロアとして活動していたのでしょう。
Okay,
How did you have records of it?
First of all, how? Second of all,
Oh, well.
you just claimed that was the eldest son of the Tonos.
Actually, I take that back. Makihisa did go on the record to say that the adopted son was the one that died.
That's
to
true.
make it appear that his blood son lived. So there are records to indicate there was an adoption. He just wanted Shiki to not know about it.
Or just not remember. Shiki did know about it. He didn't want Shiki to remember about it after Shiki forgot.
Yeah. He wanted to, like, block out some memories and just not question the story.
じゃあそいつは遠野家の養子だったのか
Yes, but that's not...
I mean,
he still
yes,
thinks he's
that is
Tono.
that is your adopted brother. The problem is she's got it backwards. You're the adopted one, not him.
I know, yeah, he's thinking that's the adopted kid.
間違いなく。そうでなければ死体の数が合いませんから。
So, you think so because it's convenient and you'd have to do more work otherwise, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, well...
Yes, that explains everything, and therefore I will investigate no further because that would mean more work for me.
Right,
Anyway, let's get Indian.
I don't want more corpses left unaccounted for. That would be bad.
遠野くんは覚えがありませんか？遠野の家にいた子供のはずなんですが。
You know, sometimes I do remember there being a third person when I was hanging out with Akita, and, you know, sometimes I do refer to myself in the plural.
Right, yeah, that's pretty weird. He doesn't think about it. Oh. Is he? Oh, yep.
すみませんちょっと
God
記
damn it,
憶にない
Shiki.
です
Nope, there was no other child, none.
I don't remember
I
a dead
definitely
kid and a crying
don't
Akira.
remember seeing another corpse as Akiha was crying on the ground. That must have been an out-of-body experience where
Yes.
I saw myself from a distance.
Totally.
Somehow.
Yeah.
親父が養子を取っていたこと自体初耳でした
I mean, that's probably true on this route.
I mean, it's not. It's just he...
Well, the current Shiki doesn't remember.
amnesia.
Yeah, something.
He has, as Willow would put it, insomnia.
He does stay up late.
So we were playing Engage Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
And you wake up and not remember fuck all
Of course.
before you went to bed. And she described that condition as insomnia.
Nice.
Not amnesia.
Yes.
Insomnia.
Yep.
Yes, you just woke up from a 1,000-year-long nap, but you have insomnia. Uh-huh. That's the truth.
そうですか。
Uh,
遠野家も古い家柄ですから叩けば埃が出るのでしょうけど。
yes. You would be right to assume there's some shady business.
ああ、そういえば遠野名義でオフィス街の土地売買で不自然なお金の流れがありましたっけ？あれなんかいかに
I
も
don't
非
think
合法
Aki's
スレス
gonna
レな
let
感
you
じでしたが。
touch the accounting books.
I don't know if Aki is
ちょっ
going
と
to have a
待ってくだ
choice.
さい親父はともかく秋葉にやましいところなんかありませんか
Oh.
The thing is, I'm pretty sure Akiha can't take CL in a fight.
That is a good question.
Because that would imply she'd be able to survive against Arc for more than, like,
I do
4 seconds.
I do want to point out, if you've watched Carnival Phantasm, and
Carnival
you remember,
Phantasm's not canon.
if you remember the beach volleyball episode, the only one standing against Ark in the end in that giant crater was Akiha.
Yeah, but that's a gag series. That's not canon.
I'm just saying.
養子のことだって秋葉は知らないだろうし
That
おやおや、
oh,
こんな時でも妹さんを立てるとは感
he
心で
does
す。
that, yes.
家ではさぞ頼りにされているお兄さんと見ました。
You are being very
yeah.
nice right now.
それはその
Yeah, sure.
Are you just trying to, like, cozy up to him to get invited to the house?
Although I don't think that's how Akiha would describe our relationship.
そのあたりの事実関係は今後の調査ですね。
Yeah.
下級使徒の遺体が出てこないのは気になりますが、思い返してみればデパート地下の件がありました。グローブが暴れたことで下級使徒の大部分は瓦礫に埋もれたのでしょう。
So the corpses of all the minions seem to have vanished?
繰り返しますが、遠野くんがロアのはずがないんです。
Okay.
Mostly because it's more convenient for me if you're not.
Yes, that's true.
今日だって普通に学校に来ていたでしょ。ロアは使徒なんですから太陽の下には出歩きません。
Wait. Yeah, that's a thing? He just wouldn't be able to walk in the daylight?
Please see Arc.
Well, no, she's a true ancestor. She's not one of the dead.
あ
Oh.
Well, that's a good point.
じゃあノエル先生の考えはただの
So how come
的外
Noelle
れってこ
didn't
と
know that? That he just walks around in the day like it's no problem?
Well, she did know that though, because she like ambushed us behind the school that one time and pushed us up against a wall.
Well, I know, but like, just now, why didn't she think of that?
Because she's going crazy from her festering love bite.
Yeah, maybe.
でしょうね。まったく早とちりにも程があります。遠野くんは遠野くんです。ちょっと特別な目があるだけの危なっかしくて放っておけない男の子ですよ。
Slightly unusual.
Slightly unusual eyes that
Yeah.
delete energy
Yeah, like
from.
we're getting into trouble. That's one way to put it.
As she flashes me her usual smile, I realize just how badly I wanted to hear those words.
That he's just Shikitono and not like some crazy vampire. Yeah.
A great unease lifts from my shoulders.
Huh.
Just as I finally catch my breath, my anemia returns. Okay, we're not in the sunlight this time.
Yeah, no, that actually... I just remembered. I think there was a time his anemia caught up to him at night, and he had to, like, rest on a park bench. Although that might have been overusing his eyes, I don't remember.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah.
This is neither of those cases, though.
Yeah, that's true. He hasn't used his eyes.
His eyes have not been used, and there is no sunlight.
Right.
Today's barrage of surprises numbed me to my exhaustion, but it seems I can't ignore it any longer.
あとはこの遺体の処理ですね。焼却処理しますから遠野くんは離れていてください。
Yeah, alright. I guess that's okay. You don't need to, like, investigate it more and check for clues?
That would be inconvenient for me. I do as CL says. As soon as I'm safely back in the sewer passage, CL sets Roa's corpse aflame. Or a flama.
Hmm.
In a way, it's sort of anticlimactic. The vampire who haunted this city for years met his end in a dark corner of the sewers unbeknownst to any of the people he preyed upon. Of course, Ro is far from truly dead, as his reincarnation makes him effectively immortal.
Yeah, no, that's true.
The shadow of Ursoya, however, has passed.
Unless he infected a baby in Soya.
Or, like, broke his own rules to jump to the closest living relative.
But he has to reincarnate, so doesn't he have to start as a baby? Someone recently born in order to...
Maybe, I don't know. At long last, the vampire murders are at an end. The moon shines bright overhead. Ciel doesn't say a word on our way back to the surface. As I stare at the back of her head, my thoughts drift to what must come next. Ro's gone.
Yeah.
My partnership with Ark is over.
Aw.
Roa was the only reason she and CL were here.
Yeah.
And now that he's out of the picture, CL has no reason to remain.
Except to clean up the rest of the bodies? You know.
I grind my teeth in frustration.
That's a bad habit, Ski.
I'd made my peace with the fact that we would have to part. Only I never imagined the moment would come so soon.
Isn't she going to be here till the end of the school year, though?
She indicated as much one
Yeah.
time. I don't want CL to go, but there's nothing I can do to make her stay. I steal a glance at her face. I can't help but wonder, what is it she plans to do next?
遠野くん
Out of nowhere, CL stops.
何ですか？
I brace myself for the words I already know are coming, so my voice won't crack when I say goodbye.
いえただの市場なのですが
I don't know. Season 3 of that when?
その昼間の話の続きをしていいですか
Sure.
Yes. She must be referring to our conversation about her immortality.
全然いいですけど、その先輩の体がアルクエイドみたいってことですか？
CL nods, her gaze fixed firmly forward. A tense silence stretches between us. Finally, CL takes a deep breath and breaks it.
もしもの話ですよ遠野くんは違うと言いましたけど私が本当に吸血鬼だったらどうしますか
Your point would be what? I hung out with Ark knowing she was a vampire.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're worried about. He's basically he is a vampire fucker, you know?
My mind goes blank for a moment. I don't understand what she's trying to say.
私は彼女と同じなんです彼女が経験のない吸血鬼であるように私は自覚のない吸血鬼なのかもしれない
Do you drink blood?
She sounds more like she's talking to herself than to me. I don't know what to say. I'm not qualified to offer her comfort, nor to argue her point. But what I do know is that she's laying her greatest vulnerability at my feet. So a lie or a half-truth won't cut it. I just have to tell her my honest feelings.
いいです、そんなの。
Honestly, I think vampires are kind of hot.
Yeah.
だからいいって言ったんです。たとえ吸血鬼でも
Aw.
俺は先輩が好きだよ。
Oh, well, Skida.
Skida. CL jumps like she's had cold water poured down her back. She wheels around to face me.
そうですか吸血鬼に例えたのは別の意図だったのですが
Did he not just answer
そ
you?
の私を信じられるかどうかといった
Well,
Are you... Would you being a vampire make you less trustworthy than Noelle just now?
事件も解決しましたし遠野くんの記憶を消すかどうか決めなくてはい
I
けな
would
いので
prefer you don't, is the thing.
Right.
そうですよね。そういう話ですよね。もちろん信じます。っていうか先輩の秘密はちゃんと守ります。
CL's cheeks flush red, but I feel my own face burning even brighter. How am I so bad at reading between the lines?
とにかく俺にとってシエル先輩は何があってもシエル先輩ってことです。それより早く帰りましょう。ここ寒いですか？
To CL's home? Or...
In trying to change the subject, I end up blundering headfirst into the very topic I've been trying to avoid. We should head home.
Like to end the night, I guess?
What does home mean to CL now? My brain freezes. I stare at the ground, terrified to look CL in the eye.
遠野くん
Her voice rings clear through the frigid air. When did you step into a refrigeration unit? Its colorless tone tells me that there's no avoiding what comes next.
何？
I keep my eyes firmly lowered.
私が何のためにこの町に来たか知っていますよね
To...
もちろん
Yeah, Roa.
ロアを退治するためです。
ええ けど、その理由までは話していませんでした。
Well, I mean, it's your job, but
Yes.
not outside of that, no. Like, if you have some
Right.
kind of deep-seated personal reason, like, I don't know, being him in the past or something.
Yeah.
本当は今夜2人で街に出た時にお話ししようと思ってたんですけど、なんかあっけなく終わっちゃいましたね。
I guess Noelle kind of ruined whatever you thought you were setting up tonight.
そうですね。拍子抜けするぐらいあっけなく終わりました。
Lag. Then again, this moment was always coming. Fate conspired to bring it about sooner than I expected, but it was only ever a matter of time.
けど先輩がロアを追っていたのは教会の仕事だったからでしょう。理由なんて他にあるんですか？
ええ、私の所属しているチームはなんていうかあんまり仕事がないんです。あっても年に数回ちょっと呼び出される程度で。
Yeah, I feel like having the burial agency on active duty more than semi-infrequently would be probably a issue that the counterforce would have to deal with in some capacity.
Or you really just couldn't keep magic hidden at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that sounds like some counter guardian shit right there. Like, what has gone so wrong that you fuckers need to be constantly active, and why hasn't the world done anything about it already?
Yeah.
ですから今回の件は私の独断なんです。
Except that I'm pretty sure the
私は教会の指
counterforce
示では
doesn't
なく
exist here.
自分の意思でこの町にやってきました。
The story's not focused on it.
Well, one of the universes is like kind of Alaya in charge, and the other one is Gaia.
I still can't find a source on that. It's just like what the story focuses on. Like, as long as humanity has a collective will, Alaya will exist. Likewise, as long as the planet is still alive and has a will, Gaia will exist. But Tsukihime doesn't focus on any of the counterforce stuff because that's just what Fate stories are about.